for that, or should we dive into where Saga fits into this whole landscape? That sounds like a no. Okay, so where Saga fits in is we are leveraging Tendermint as our consensus mechanism, and with that, we will get the fast finality and the interoperability and the composability, like Jack was saying, the asynchronous composability that we've all come to love and expect out of our DeFi crypto projects. We don't want siloed applications or siloed blockchains. Everything needs to be connected for us all to win. But at the same time, Saga, the first virtual machine that we'll be offering is the EVM. And the reason why we chose that, well, first of all, before Evmos, there was a gap in the market for Cosmos. And second of all, there's just a massive amount of mind share and developed code base that is secure and just bright minds that have worked on and around the EVM. So we thought that is a logical first choice. But we're also not any virtual machine maxi. We are very open to. We don't know if Move is going to be the best VM, or if it's Cosm-Wasm, which is going to be the next one in the stack, or if EVM is going to dominate for the foreseeable future. I doubt it. But yeah, I think that's where Saga fits into this. Feel free to take it away, Jack, Rebecca, Jim.
Yeah, thanks so much for that, Joe. This has been a fascinating discussion. And Jack, thank you again for being on today. I do want to be mindful of the time and leave enough space on this call to ask questions as well. There are quite a number of you who have joined us today, so really appreciate it. But yeah, Joe, just a foot stomp on what you said. So we're obviously all big believers in Cosmos. We all come from the core of Cosmos, and we form Saga in that way. We chose EVM because we see how popular it is with developers. It's true that our vision is to be VM agnostic. And so the next kind of VM that we'll support is Wasm, because it's incredibly helpful for people looking to develop in Cosmos. I'm sure there will be a Solana VM coming in the future. There will be a Move VM, et cetera. What's exciting about those VMs as we build out the roadmap is some of them might be developed by the Saga core team. But because we see this pattern of migration, if you will, or what I like to call the Great Awakening, we see more and more projects coming off of these monolithic chains and getting onto Cosmos. There's a reason why these VMs get created. It is because a game that's on Solana, for instance, is really freaking tired of dealing with all the cruft that you have to deal with on Solana. The chain is down, you have no control over your architecture. The game mechanics it's all getting to be a little too much for these projects that are looking to scale and being serious applications with an appreciable amount of user traffic. And so they're looking for a new home, but how do they best onboard onto that new home? And so that will account for the proliferation of VMs on Saga. But yeah, just to kind of wrap it all up in a bow, what we think about first and foremost is what is going to help the developer either do better in Web3 or get onto Web3. It's very simple at the end of the day. Well, it's a very simple mission statement, but in terms of actually executing on it, it's not easy. But that is ultimately what we want to do. And so when we look at what 2.0 represents versus what Tendermint is able to offer, we respect the community that Ethereum has put together. But obviously, in terms of the technology that's going to take this space forward and really open up a set of opportunities for developers, obviously, our money is on Cosmos.